Hey, good morning, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you all have had a fantastic weekend. Some of y'all probably still in the bed. This is a holiday weekend, but it's all good. Y'all know your boy had to get on up this morning and come on bring y'all my Monday morning mindset and motivation like I always do. I enjoyed the weekend a little bit myself. So I am up. I didn't get a chance to go get a workout in this morning, but it's all good because I promise you, I'm gonna go get that in because I'm a man of my word. I do what I say. But that bed was just a little too good this morning. It might not have been the bed, it might have been what was laying next to me. Hush your mouth, child. But it's all good, man. So I'm gonna give this thing a couple of 2, 3, 4 seconds. I know some of y'all, like I said, it's a holiday weekend. So some of y'all are probably not up yet, but that is okay. Because I'm still gonna bring you this message this morning, man. Because this here been on my heart. Most things that I do talk to y'all about, they tend to be there. But this one right here was heavy on me. I had some conversations with some people that I hold near and dear to me, man. And one of the things that I have been wanting to, bring to y'all, but I know it's a touchy subject. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people try to shy away from what I'm gonna talk to y'all about this morning, but it's one of those things that you cannot hide from it, all right? Because it's inevitably going to happen to all of us, all right? So I'm titling this one this morning, "Life Insurance." Get you some before you need it. Okay. Now, I won't dive into all of the details, but I will tell y'all this, man. Um, One thing that my mama says to me, that I can't stand it when she says it to me, but it's a fact of life, And if you living and I'll be 42 in October, all right. So what my mama always tells me is she say, "Baby, I got more time behind me than I got in front of me." Okay. And I hate when she says that to me, but the fact of the matter is this: everybody that is born to Earth, so you got to leave. Nobody comes here and stays for forever. Okay. So what I want y'all to understand, my faithful audience, those of you that's been rocking with me for a good little old minute now, ladies and gentlemen, stop acting like death is not going to come for you. Okay. Some of y'all, and I'm not saying I don't like to step on nobody's toes, but sometimes when your feet in the way, I got to step on them so I can get your attention. Some of us go out here in life and we just live with reckless abandon. You know what I'm saying? We go out and we buy all of this stuff that doesn't really mean anything in the grand scheme of things. Okay. And like I said, I'm not trying to offend nobody, but this is just some of the people, some of the things I'm gonna mention now is stuff I've seen people do. They go out and they buy all of the latest name brand tennis shoes, or they buy all of the latest, throwback jerseys, or put all of the rims and tires on their truck, and they do all of this stuff like that, right? And then unexpectedly somebody has to die. They pass away. Now all of this stuff that you've spent money on trying to impress people that you don't even like, now you don't, it means nothing. You can't will it to your kids because what are they going to do with it? I know I can't. I wear a size 12. My youngest son Lorenzo wears a size 12. Malik and Avery were 13s and 14s. So me buying a bunch of damn name brand tennis shoes that they can't do nothing with don't really mean nothing. You know, I drive a nice vehicle because I travel a lot, and I use my vehicle for that. But in the grand scheme of things, anybody that knows, the minute you buy a vehicle and drive off the lot with it, it automatically depreciates. So what you paid for it ain't even worth it no more. We got to start looking down the road, family. I mean, like I said, nobody wants to talk about death. Death is a very uncomfortable conversation to have, but it's a conversation nonetheless that has to be had. We have got to stop acting like we are going to be here through whatever. The last month, man, last month was probably one of the worst months of my life. I lost You know, two really good friends. My auntie and my uncle passed away, and then one of my other close partners lost a lady who was like his auntie. You know what I'm saying? But it was just the fact that I just saw all of this stuff happen. Now I'm not. I don't know if they had life insurance or not. That's not my business. But what I'm saying is that we got to stop acting like death is not on our agenda. We got to stop waiting until death happens and then we try to react to it. You know what I'm saying? And one of the saddest things that I have seen, especially on social media, is when somebody passes away and the first thing somebody does is they start a GoFundMe account. Now, let me understand, to make sure I put this out there. I'm not knocking GoFundMe accounts, okay? I'm not. But death is one of those things that you got to take care of in house with your family, because a lot of people out here, you know, they say they love you, they say they're your friends, but when times get tough, you can't count on them. If you walking around right now and you got a doggone cell phone bill or a cable bill that you got all of the doggone latest channels on and all of this other stuff, and you got the unlimited text data and all that other mess, but you ain't got a damn life insurance policy, you need to sit down and you need to reevaluate your situation. Okay. Now, I did do a little bit of research on my own. Okay. Some of y'all, for what you paying for that damn $500-600 cell phone or that Apple phone, that, excuse me, that new iPhone, you could get you a life insurance policy. The life insurance policy will allow you, excuse me, y'all. The life insurance policy will allow you to ensure that when your time comes, whether it's a little ways away or it happens sooner than you expected, the people that you leave behind will be able to take care of the funeral expenses, the burial arrangements, and all of that stuff. And then can still have some money left over. But you need to sit down and you need to stop lying to yourself like, oh, I'm gonna live for forever. Death ain't coming to me. Death is coming for all of us. All of us got a number in that book, but don't nobody know when that number is. The worst thing you can do, ladies and gentlemen, is to act like it's not coming for you, or that you somehow can cheat it. If you don't care enough about yourself to make sure that you take care of that, if you got people that's going after you, please, 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 I'm begging y'all, man. Very rarely do I come on here and beg y'all to do anything, but I'm begging you, get yourself some life insurance, family. It ain't got to be a big old policy, you know what I'm saying? But do your research. Find out what it costs to have a funeral. Find out what it costs to get a burial plot, and get you some life insurance at least to cover that much. Okay? You owe that to the people that you're gonna leave behind. You know, I got myself a policy, man, and I've had mine now for, well, I had one for about 5 years, and then, like, life changes. You know what I'm saying? You got to sit down and you got to understand your net worth and things that you have, and how much life insurance is going to be needed to make sure that it takes care of certain things. And then, you know what I'm saying, you don't have your family out here struggling, trying to figure out, how they gonna put old Willie Ray away. You know what I'm saying? And all of that stuff, man, is conversations that you got to have. You can't avoid it. Me and my wife have had that conversation. Me and my mama have had that conversation. I haven't talked to my kids about it yet, but it's a conversation that's coming, because you can't avoid it, man. The time that you spend hoping and wishing it doesn't happen, your time and God's time, it ain't the same. You may have made plans to say, hey, you know what, this coming Friday, I'm gonna go do X, Y, and Z, or whatever may happen. And then God be like on Wednesday, well, you know what? You ain't gonna make that, Playboy. I need you to come on home. I got your time on earth is over. Ladies and gentlemen, please sit down with your family members, your significant other, your husband, your wife, whatever it is you got, and have the conversation. Start making preparations now, because tomorrow is not promised. to any of us. All right. Now I do know some people that work in the life insurance industry. If you don't have life insurance, you know what I'm saying, please reach out to me. I myself don't do life insurance, but I do know people that I can put you in contact with so that y'all can have a conversation and y'all can, you know what I'm saying, see what's best for you, see what fits you, based off how it is you want to have your final, expenses or your final, stuff taken care of, your funeral and all other stuff. But please do me a favor, y'all. Stop acting like death ain't coming for all of us, because it is. All right. So y'all know how I do, man. When I come on here and I end these things, I always like to leave you with a call to action. All right. So my call to action for you this week: go out, man. Sit down with a life insurance professional, a broker, whatever I don't know what the hell they call, but whatever they is, you need to make sure that you sit down with somebody and talk to them this week. Okay. After you got that together, sit down and have a conversation with somebody that you trust, that's near and dear to you, that if something should happen to you, they will know, hey, this is the insurance policy. This is how much it's worth. This is what I want to have done on my way out for forever. And then whatever's left, do this with it. You have to be that meticulous in your details, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, because I have seen family members, you know, unexpectedly death comes, and it's a mess. It's such an ugly situation to see family and friends and people like this go through these tough challenges about final expenses because we didn't make sure that we took care of the things we needed to take care of before that time came. All right. So go talk to an insurance person, man. Get yourself some life insurance. Ain't got to be nothing extravagant, but it needs to be something that will be able to make sure that nobody has to scramble and try to figure out how they're going to take care of you and how they're going to make sure that they put you away. All right. So, y'all know my deal, man. As always, if ain't nobody told you today, uh, if don't nobody tell you today, Willie Ray love you, man. And I hope that my words this morning, my messages, I try to keep them short, but this one right here was on my heart, man. Don't check out, man, without having a plan in place to ensure that those you leave behind can continue on without you. Death is already tough enough, whether it's if they were sick and you knew it was coming, but if it's unexpected and it just hits you, either way, it's not a good feeling. Okay. Unfortunately, I've been on both sides of that spectrum. Okay. But what I'm asking y'all to do as my faithful followers and those that watch me, don't let it come upon you, man, and you don't have a plan in place. Dealing with the loss of a loved one is already tough enough, but not knowing how you're going to take care of the things required with that financially, it's an ugly thing, man. Don't do that to your family. Don't do that to yourself. Sit down and have that conversation, man, because you have to. All right. I love y'all, man. Y'all take care. Y'all have a good day.